So good morning YouTube, what's happening, what's going on? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is a very exciting day because finally I'm getting panniers from Auto Engine. You should go to the factory. I'm in Pune now. Today's video is going to feature about the panniers hard case. Yes, we have to discuss why I'm putting panniers, what are the benefits, what are the pros and cons basically about this. So let's go to Auto Engine and check these out. So myself and Auto Engine has nearly a decade old connection, such as my projects for FZ Touring Kit or Royal Enfield Continental GT 535 custom built and much more. They're based in Dhayari, which is in Pune. The entire factory is known for its own machinery and production line. Well, this is the known top box which I've been using currently on my KTM 390 Adventure since nearly a year, including the saddle stays. The unit has its own designing team and manufacturers, which is really cool. But we are here more keen and we went straight for the pannier set manufactured by Auto Engine. And being aluminium makes it lighter and easy to carry. But first, they need to get quality check. That's why they have a department here which actually checks the damages and repairs if there are any. Well, this is the same department where your damaged goods can be repaired also, which is an after sales program by Auto Engine. Isn't that cool? All the material included bending machines and rivet punches are all in-house and made in the factory itself. The chemical treatment process is also great, which is done before powder coating, and that's very important for the aluminium cases. All the saddle stays, crash guards are manufactured at the same factory. They have made various touring kits for Himalayan, KTM and many more bikes which are upcoming, which includes Honda CB350 and other motorcycles. So these panniers are 72 liters in combine and are universal fit. One has to have the square stays, saddle stays basically, on their motorcycle to make sure they align well. Well, there are some people who have also put on the Triumph Tiger, and as you can see, this is a facility where the Himalayan Twin 822cc project which is coming soon. My current luggage stays are ovalish and need the square ones on so that I can add these panniers. These luggage stays are made of good quality and are well built. Make sure if you are planning to fit them on a different bike than the KTM or the Himalayan, if it's like a Triumph Tiger or anything, you have to make sure that you measure the exhaust distance from the cans. The top box stay is not a compulsory buy, especially if you're buying only panniers and the stay, because all are bolt-on kits. Now let's check these aluminium panniers, which is 38 liters each. So a single key access for both the luggages, which is really cool. And if you have a top box, you can add that too. Instructions are stated inside the box. Steel braided coated cables for strength. The locking dial is made of aluminium and not plastic. This gives it more room to keep the units tighter. The brittle treatment keeps the grip more strong. Waterproof rubberized beading all over the box, and on the top shelf you can see that it is an absorbent material so that there is no chance of water going inside, and even good for locking system. These top hooks will soon have an accessory to add as a soft pack or a handle to carry the luggage. The biggest USP of these panniers double lock hinges is to avoid any play while opening or shutting the lids. Interlocking system is made of metal brackets but treated with zinc so that it keeps the rusting away and also jamming issues. The brackets are designed as per strength points so that they can hold the entire pannier without shaking. Opposite interlocking brackets always work well as they don't drift away or slide away from the saddle stays. Two locks hold on the top of the stays and two hold the down area, which creates a locking system. The reason the square saddle stays are installed is they keep the panniers in 90 degrees, and that's why my oval ones were removed, which was used for soft panniers. If you don't go for a top box, but if you still have the tail rack, you can put a nice big duffel bag for your travels. Biggest USP of Auto Engine pannier setup is you can replace, reorder or repair your existing setup. If you've taken a crash and one side of your pannier is damaged, the other side is okay, you can still purchase one of it from the facility itself. Well, as you can see, all the saddles are off my bike and my bike looks pretty slick, right? Now we'll add the square saddle stays and get this all going. Auto Engine has also designed a center stand which is a perfect match with the panniers and I would love to have this on my motorcycle. However, they are in production stage right now, so that's why we are just testing them. The reason I've removed the tail rack is to let you guys know that if a person just buys the saddle stays and the panniers, how does the bike look? Putting these panniers are very easy. You just simply push it in a tilted order and get the above brackets vertical position. Spin that dial inside which is given to you and add the extra lock nut and you're good to go. Center stand makes a huge difference, especially when you're lubing the chain or if you are making this like your dining table. Well, initially I thought 38 liters will be quite big, adding to the KTM 390 Adventure. However, when I actually started putting stuff in it, I realized that 38 liters each side is really perfect. All you need is 3 bags now, 1 rack bag and 2 of these, and you're sorted. Reflectors are provided with the panniers and they're very important to alert the vehicles during night and also for overtaking. Overall looks neat and nice, and I think let's check how does a pillion fit and let's check the leg room. Okay, so basically my action camera is also ready and I kept it in this. This is the advantage. So I'm not carrying any more tail bag. The reason I'm not carrying a tail bag is because of this, the aesthetics. Basically the entire line level from the handlebar to these boxes are perfectly aligned. That's the main thing. So here's my Tourer Adventure, which is kind of ready, you can say, for another long ride. And welcome to my motovlog session. I have left Pune city. By the way, testing these bad boys, very important, is not testing them on the highway, because highway you always have nice space. Yesterday I was in Pune stuck for 3 hours in traffic. Yes, I was going to Kharadi, that took 1.5 hours, while coming back took 1.5 hours. So literally 3 hours, and I was in tight traffic. One thing good, whenever someone sees these boxes, they immediately move on the left and right. But still, you have to be very, very careful. One of the most important lessons, which at high speed also I'm noticing, the line level of this handlebar is perfectly aligned with the boxes. But that doesn't mean that if your handlebar can pass through something, even these boxes can. Because if you are at a certain angle, the tip of the boxes can nudge someone. So it's very important that you keep distance. And one thing good about these panniers, you would be careful while riding. And I have touched maximum speed of 120 kilometers on the Pune highway. Right now I'm heading towards Lonavala. I've crossed Kamshed. No obstruction. Both my bags have decent weight. The left side has clothes, the right side has some boots, some shoes, and my electronics. Yes, that's one thing good, that things are safe. Waterproof test is basic when I'm washing this bike, because it's not raining right now. So this is the best way I tested it. The rest I'll come to know once I take it for a long tour, which is in pipeline. And how would I like to use the panniers? Very simple. Whenever I'm doing road riding, more of touring based destinations, I will be using the panniers. For example, if it's Goa, or even if it's a long distance on highways. But if it's extreme expeditions such as Ladakh, Spiti or such things, I would avoid the panniers and I would put the soft panniers on. So this is how I judge my riding. But these boxes are, I keep saying boxes, these panniers are very, very convenient, especially when you are going places where you don't want to carry a lot of stuff with you. So yes, it is without the top box and it looks absolutely stunning without the top box also. With the top box it looks a little bit bigger and bulky, but that's how adventure touring bikes are. So if I'm doing a Goa ride, for example, which is say around 11 hours of one stretch, if I keep the top box, it's very convenient for helmet. I can even remove the top box, I can even remove the panniers however I want it. It's a quick release which I really liked. So overall I have no ride problems so far, but I just have to share one tip with you guys. Whenever you're stuck in a traffic jam and you as a biker always take the left and try to remove from that path, make sure your distance is literally 1
feet from your handlebar to be safe if you're taking an angle. I didn't nudge into anyone till now, but I can sense the corners of the panniers which are popping out. So if you're a careful rider, panniers are a must when it comes to convenient, when it comes to theft and all these things. If anything comes up, keep watching my vlogs. I will keep you updated. Now I have to run further to Mumbai because I got some free pass and I'm sure you guys are hearing a lot of wind noise. So bye bye, see you soon.
Hey, so welcome back to my space. I hope you guys like this video. This is my first experience with the panniers. I have to now start getting some music on. All the action regarding my motorcycles or anything upcoming, the regular updates will be on Instagram, so do follow me. And as usual friends, if you like this video, you know what to do. Press the thumbs up button, subscribe. As usual, eat well, sleep well, be good. Signing off, Ride with Raj.